हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज आशुतोष। आज हम लोग देखेंगे हाउ टू फाइंड फैक्टोरियल यूजिंग फॉर लूप. वी विल सी using while loop later. So in this video we'll focus on for loop because it has range and we know in factorial we have to come each time each time one step back to the number. So it is a limited number of times we are going inside a loop, so we prefer the for loop over while loop in this program. So first we write our program statement, how to find factorial using for loop. Okay, first we take input from the user for what the user wants to find the factorial. So let's assign a variable num and take the input from the user. So we all know the input function gives a string as a data type, so we have to convert it into the integer. So first we convert into the integer. This is Python tutor live programming mode where you gonna see. Okay, don't mind it. This is the platform. Write the code first. Integer input. You can comment, add a string here that enter your number. Okay. See, it's on. Don't mind. I have to show something here. There is a unique feature that we can see at every line how our programming code working, how it's assigning the variable at every step, how it changes. If you find it tedious, let me know. I can use Google Colab, VS Code, whatever you prefer. Okay, so without delay we assign fact as 1 because we had to find the factorial, so we're gonna print at last. Okay, there is 2 key points we had note down in this program, that in this program statement that we cannot find the factorial of negative integer, and second one is for 0 the factorial of 0 is 1. So for first key point, if our number is less than 0, we gonna say the user invalid input. Okay, what if the number is greater than 0, so or equal to 0? So we go else whatever the situation, we're gonna execute a for loop. Why we are using for loop, I had explained it earlier in the video, but I want to repeat that. We had 2 loop function, that is for and while, where we each use for and where we use while. I have a simple method of determining that if the number of iteration is predictable, like if in this factorial case, if you want the factorial of 5, then it is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, means we are coming back each step one time, and when we stop, when we reach the 1. So here are the steps and the iteration are predictable. If the iteration are predictable, we prefer for loop because it has a range, and if the iteration is unlimited or it's not predictable, we use while. We'll discuss while in later video, but for now see how this for loop work in factorial case. So the first parameter in range is from where we start. So we start from our number going up to 1, and see if we enter 1, we go up to 2 and stop. I want to explain this later in this video. Okay, third parameter is the steps we are going to take for this loop. So we are using -1 for I have given example that for factorial of 5, it's like 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, means after 5 we are coming back each step, that is 4 again, 3 again, 2, means -1 step we are coming 1 step back. Okay, see. Okay, now it's come to very easy, simple, and that is fact into I, and we are gonna print fact. Okay, this is the something different terminal, so you have to give the user input here. If you use, see where you find the terminal user input. Okay, let's take a first 0. What it sorry, for I in range, my mistake. If you take a 0, it gives output 1. If we take 1, it gives output 1. Okay, for 2, 2, for 3, it's 6 for 4. One second. 4 5, it's 120. Okay, what I gonna show you in this terminal that if you come to the first line in our code, that is input, it asking you have to enter a number. So I enter the number, any number, that let's say 5. Okay, 5. And what's next happening in this code? In line 3, we are assigning a variable to 1. See, here first we take the input from the user, which I gave that is 5. Second, we are assigning a fact variable. So see, it's assigned fact and store 1. Okay, here it's checking the number is less than 0 or not. If it is less than 0, then it go inside it and print invalid input. But our number is greater than 0. So see, it jumps directly to the else and starting the for loop. Okay, see, for I in range num1 minus 1. If first I is 5, because we are starting from num, that is our num is 5. Okay, then see, I is 5. Fact. Then what is the fact value? It keeps changing. In Python, it is dynamic type of storage. Means our variable keep dynamically changing. See, it's gonna again factorial become 5. See, factorial become 5. Okay, now see, our I becomes 4. We started from num coming to 1. I becomes 4. Then our factorial must become what? 5 into 4, 20. See, our factorial becomes 20. Okay, now our I becomes 3. So what's factorial become? It becomes 60. See, it's coming back to 4 and it becomes 60. The next factorial become our I become 2. So what the factorial become now? 120. See, and when it comes to I is equal to 2, it stops. Why it stops? It doesn't go to the last step. For if you are coming back -1 step, so we had to stop at 2. And it's not big deal that if you multiply with 1, our answer is also 1. See, I doesn't become 1 here. See, it doesn't become 1. My main motive is to show you that the second point where we're gonna go, last point doesn't include. Okay, so here I didn't become 1, and our line, we come to the line 9, then print factorial. So at this step, what is our factorial storing? 120. See, now our output is 120. This is the unique feature in this. So I'm gonna show how our code work at each step. Hope this is clear to you. If you find anything you didn't understand, let me know. And this is a very simple problem. Okay, you have to know this. Okay, thanks. We will meet in the next video.